Hello, awesome artists! Today we are going to be making some folk art trees. So folk art, pretty cool style of art, just is a lot of simple lines and shapes. This is my finished example, so you could probably tell we're going to use paint today. This is a landscape artwork, so I'm looking for some sort of ground and some sort of sky, right? To separate, so we need that horizon line. So I'm going to start, I've got my name on my paper already in pencil, I'm flipping it over. So with a pencil, you should be doing this part, but I'm going to do it in Sharpie because I have practiced and I want you to see my lines very clearly. So you can decide if you want to make your horizon line kind of bumpy and hilly like mine, or if you want it to just be flat. Maybe I want to add some sort of hill here, and then another one comes down here, and maybe there's going to be a mountain or some sort of big hill, and now there's going to be a river here. It's running down like this, and then it comes over the hill. All right, so you get the idea, and the river gets bigger as it gets closer to me, and it gets smaller as it gets farther away. All right, so this is water. There we go. All right, so I feel pretty good about my landscape scene. It's pretty simple. Now I can start adding my trees. Now again, you're doing this in pencil in case you make a mistake, so you can erase it. But I've got this little handout here, so I'm gonna take a look. There's lots of different kinds of trees I could draw. There's a few examples here on the front. There's a few examples here on the back. I think I really like this one. I like how the branches get thicker and then skinnier as they go out, so I'll try to draw that one. I'm going to draw it right here. So I'm going to start by drawing my trunk, and it gets skinnier at the top, so I'm going to make this a really skinny, tall triangle. So really at the top it's just a line, and at the bottom it gets wider to become a triangle. I'm going to fill this in. You don't have to fill it in with your pencil. You could just draw it with your pencil and then fill it in with Sharpie later. And now I'm going to start by making my Y's. And I'm going to come out this way. This is going to go up. A little one there. Here. One here. So I'm just really drawing the letter Y over and over and over again, and then adding some more lines on the sides here. Now that looks pretty close, but I liked how this tree here has thicker at the bottom and then skinnier, so I'm going to do that to these branches. I'm going to just thicken up these branches here where they connect to my tree trunk. There we go, that's a little better. And then they get skinnier as they go. Alright, so I'm going to take some more time and draw some more trees all over my paper, and then we will get to painting. Alright, I've got my trees drawn on my paper, and they're all different sizes. If they're further away, they're smaller. If they're closer to me, they're bigger. I've got my water tray right here with my sponge in it. I'll put that a little closer. And I've got my paint tray right next to me, and I'm going to start filling in my background. So when I was painting this paper, I started with the trees first, and then I came in with the background, so I had to be really careful with my yellow to go around the edges of my trees. So if you want to start that way, that is totally fine. I'm going to start with the color purple. I'm swirling with my wet brush, really gentle, and I can start going around the edge of my tree. Need a little more water in there. There we go. Around the edge of my branches, wherever the branches stop, that's where my paintbrush stops. And then once I've gone around the edge, then I can fill in the space with my paintbrush. And I don't need to draw every single individual leaf. In fact, I hope you don't, because this that's part of the folk art style. Stuff is really